Hi guys, in today's video I am giving you my 7 and 8 week pregnancy update. Hello, if we have never met before, my name is Yana, and as I just told you, I am pregnant and I am 8 weeks pregnant right now. So I will share a little update on how I'm feeling, what's going on, what kind of symptoms I'm experiencing with this pregnancy. This is my third pregnancy. I have 2 boys already, and this is my hopefully third one. So let's jump right into it. I have been having a lot of symptoms that most women are talking about in a pretty strong manner, not like extreme. So first of all, nausea. I do feel pretty nauseous all the time, and it does feel pretty strong. I did not throw up, which I'm very thankful for, but the nausea does get to me because you cannot feel good and you cannot concentrate on things as well. So it has been a little bit challenging. I'm really hoping it goes away, because with both of my pregnancies it did go away at 13-14 week mark. So I'm really hoping that it will go away, because it's not fun to like not enjoy things as much, because every smell bothers me and it triggers nausea even stronger. Like the most random things, like the rice I just cooked in the house. I need to cook, I have family to feed, so I need to cook normal regular things, and even though when I eat those things they taste good and they make me feel good, so eating helps with nausea. And I did have my first doctor's appointment, so yes, the doctor said eating helps, and it does, but only at a time when I'm eating. The moment I'm done eating, a few seconds later it just starts creeping up again. So I'm actually just eat super slowly all day long, just so that it just goes away at all times, because yes, I pretty much feel it all the time throughout the day. The hunger triggers the nausea too. Again, like the hungrier I get, the more nauseous I am. So yes, eating is the solution, but again, it like only solves the problem when I'm eating. And I think I can eat almost anything, and I think anything will taste good, but it's very difficult for me to make up that decision that okay, I'm going to eat this, and it's very difficult for me to choose what I want to eat. So I kind of have to cook small little meals here and there, whatever I feel like I can eat, even though, as I'm saying, I probably would be okay eating anything, but like the nausea prevents me from like just going and grabbing and eating it. So that has been not very fun. The second not fun, which is I feel like even could be my first one, is the fatigue. In my previous video I did say that I do not feel it or anything like this, so like I can take a nap but I don't need it. Right now I get so extremely tired. There were a couple of times where I just could not make myself get up off the couch, and I am the kind of person who I'm like always go, let's get things done as much as possible. I never sit on the couch and watch TV, and there were a few times where I sat on the couch and watched a show with my husband because I couldn't do anything. And there are times previously, if I would be super tired, I would start crying because of how tired I was. I guess the reaction within like my body and my teary ducts are this like, it's just like, okay, enough already. And I did cry once already, that I'm like, I'm just so tired. I just feel so out of control that I have the tasks that I need to get done, house and work and everything, and I just cannot bring myself, like find the strength to come and do it. And the solution for this is regular breaks for me, is just going and laying down, taking a nap, sitting down. Laying down helps the most, because I feel like I do sit by my computer enough. I'm like not exhausted, tired. I don't have an exhaustive life in general, like physically exhausting, unless it's a wedding. That would be exhausting, but then I have so much adrenaline on the wedding days that it wouldn't matter. Like I don't think I would be nauseous or extremely tired just because I'm just so concentrated on my work when I'm out with clients. But being home is definitely challenging, and I am pretty much taking a nap almost every day with my 2-year-old, and I just basically woke up from a nap, he keeps sleeping, and I'm awake, and I'm like, okay, let's get this done. And yeah, it's challenging. I am really hoping this goes away. It's just like whenever you're in the moment of experiencing that hard thing, it feels like it's never going to change, and it will, but at a time it feels like, oh, this is my life and I don't have any energy to get stuff done. How can I live like this? And you get very upset because you think as if it's going to be like this forever, and it's not. And I'm really hoping that second trimester fixes some of the issues that I'm experiencing right now. Another symptom that I keep experiencing is being super cold. I am very cold all the time. I like took off the jacket right now for recording this video, and I'm like, feels a little chilly. It's 77 on my thermostat right now, and I don't know. I don't know if it's pregnancy related. Again, maybe it's food intake or whatever that is. And I forgot to ask my doctor about the coldness, and maybe I should Google that and let you know in the next video. But yes, I'm very cold most of the times. Another thing is that my breasts keep being very tender and very sensitive and a little bit painful to touch and kind of warm, and I'm almost feeling it's as if it's the same feeling as if when your milk is coming in, and like once you have your baby, in the next few days your milk is coming in, and it's like your breast feels so full and hot and like overwhelmingly heavy. It's not to that degree, but kind of, because they do feel warmer and just irritated and like inflamed to a point. I do not have heartburn anymore. In my 6-week pregnancy, I did mention a very strong heartburn, and I do not have it anymore. I'm very thankful it went away, and I wonder why it happened at that moment of time. Again, probably hormones just relaxing some things, but yes, right now I don't have it at all. Like I don't experience any of it, and I'm very thankful. I do still have a lot of burping going on, but I wonder if that's the same stomach issue that makes me nauseous, and that's the way it goes. I do not fart as much as I did a few weeks ago, which is helpful again, but I guess it's different for everyone. I do not experience any constipation, which I'm in all 3 of my pregnancies. I do not know if it's the prenatal vitamins that helps me with regularity or whatever, because there is magnesium or whatever. There is something that helps things moving. However, a lot of women do experience constipation, which I'm very thankful I do not. Or it might be another thing that because I'm nauseous, I cannot eat the things that I want, and I feel like things that are healthier look more appealing to me. I do not know why. Like recently I have been eating a lot of apples, a lot of avocados, and just in general veggies and fruit, things that I felt like would make me feel better. And sugary stuff, just thinking about having a piece of cake makes me again nauseous. So maybe the nausea and like my choices with food makes me more regular with like bathroom stuff. So that's just something that is happening in my life right now. The things that are making me feel good is fruit juices and carbonated water. Seriously, so refreshing, so good. But yes, I feel like I cannot make myself drink as much as I would like. And one of my cousins got dehydrated, probably because she's pregnant right now, and I was told that she got dehydrated and actually went to the hospital for like fluid IVs. And I think that was probably because she was so nauseous that she just couldn't make herself drink. So if you are pregnant and if you cannot drink as much as you used to drink, make sure that you're finding options for yourself that do make you feel somewhat okay. Carbonated water, I feel like, is very like refreshing and sparkling. Again, it's very different for everyone, but find the way to get the hydration into you so that you don't get dehydrated. Because right now I feel like I cannot drink tap water because everything another symptom is that I have very strong sense of smell, everything is just elevated. Like if I'm changing a diaper, or if I am in the kitchen with like the trash can is getting full, or refrigerator starts smelling a little bit with like not fresh food, the smells just smell so strong and trigger the nausea again. That's why just find things that work for you. And that's right, the water, when I'm drinking the tap water, every faucet has slightly different smells to it, and like I cannot just make myself drink water. I have been drinking bottled water because it has a very neutral, sweeter taste. So bottled water, carbonated water, some juices, and I just mix them so that they're not as strong, because like again, you don't want to consume too much sugar, but at least in my case, it works really well for me that I get a little bit of juice, a little bit of tap water actually, because I cannot taste, it's filtered water, but it is not purchased, so it's a little bit more cost effective. And then I get a tiny bit more carbonated water, and then it's like super light, very refreshing, and it helps. I really like it. Another fun thing that is happening is that I started having very bright and vivid dreams, which I think should not be happening this early in the pregnancy. I think with my 2 other pregnancies, I did experience the like super vivid dreams later in the pregnancy, but I did have a few right now that are like super real, and they look as if it's like real life. So kind of fun. Unless they're bad, then it's a little bit stressful, but yeah, it was fun. And yes, I did have my first doctor's appointment at 8 weeks. I went in, they looked at everything, said everything was fine. My body looks good. They did a tiny little ultrasound right there at the office just to see the heartbeat, is if everything is okay. And it was a little bit sad to me because the doctor was like very unreal and like very calm with like, oh, and this is heartbeat, everything is there, everything is fine. But the way she worded it sounded like a lot of women are potentially getting the news of the heartbeat not being there, and it was just so sad to, I mean, for me it was, I'm very thankful, so happy that everything is fine. But the way it sounded, like she just talked about the baby as if it's just like a clump in my body of some sort that is functioning and growing, and this is what they're expecting to see. And yeah, because obviously at 8 weeks the baby doesn't look anything like a baby, just a little, yeah, like a little peanut or like a little kidney shaped thingy. But yeah, she was just speaking so not medically, but it just sounded as if there is no emotional connection to the baby, and as if there were something wrong, it's just like, oh, there's just no heartbeat, and that's the way it is. I don't know if I can express myself really well right now, but I just felt sad for many women who potentially could have the news of the heartbeat not being there, and as if it would be a very normal news at that mark of the pregnancy. So, but in our case, the heartbeat is there, everything is fine. They gave me a lot of paperwork to go get my blood work done for many different things. I think there will be like lots and lots of tubes. I think they're getting like every tube for a different part of whatever they need to test. So I think I'll have to give a lot of blood. They also sent me for a repeat, like more serious ultrasound that is going to I think there will be measuring the baby and like actually establish the age of the baby and when the actual due date is. That's right, my due date should be on March 23rd of 2020. However, again, it can change, and I feel like my babies arrive a little bit earlier anyways, so we'll see when the actual due date is going to be. But yeah, it was exciting to go see the doctor and like confirm everything, because when I came into the office, they're like, what's the reason of your visit? And I'm like, well, pregnancy, I hope, because the test does tell you the pregnancy, but what if there's just something super wrong with my hormones, and that's why I just feel the way I feel. But yeah, the pregnancy was confirmed, everything was fine. They did say that there's a the trace of protein in my urine, which they said is normal, but they will monitor me maybe a little bit more, just because I did have probably HELP syndrome with my second pregnancy, and will I think I will have to take baby aspirin starting at week 12 to help me prevent that, hopefully. So we have a little rearrangement in the situation, so sorry if I sit a little crookedly. But yes, I think those are all the things that I think I'm experiencing. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. The belly is definitely growing. It's like sticking out way more, and even though it feels like it could be just the fat, but it's not, because I can't suck it in, and it's there. I will have to change to show you the belly because, well, I'm wearing a dress right now, so not very convenient. So here we go. I changed my dress to the shorts and t-shirts. So there is the belly. Probably if you wouldn't know that I'm pregnant, you wouldn't say that I am pregnant. I just maybe ate just a touch more, but I really cannot suck it in anymore. This is the far that I can go, and like if I'm just sitting normally, that's the way my belly is. And but from the front, look at, you kind of cannot tell. And this is the way the belly is. Little nugget is growing over there. I guess nugget is tiny, but it's just my body that needs expansion and growth. So there's the belly. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was interesting and educational to you. If you are currently pregnant, leave me a comment below, or if you have any other comments or questions about anything else, feel free to message me below or on social media. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Bye-bye.